afternoon, fellas, and welcome to another video with me, Vince, at Modern Man Lifestyle. Today, what we're going to be talking about is honesty in your life, and that comes in a variety of forms. And I'll give you a couple of anecdotes, a couple of stories myself to explain that in more detail. But essentially, are you honest with yourself? Are you honest with your close friends and family? And are you honest when you're dating with girls? So for me, like a huge part of self-development has been understanding that I wasn't being honest a lot of the time with myself and close friends and family. And it's just a case of looking internally and saying, am I happy with this? Am I doing the thing I want to do? Am I committing 100%? Am I pushing myself? And that can be as little as like going to the gym and thinking, right, I'm going to bench 60 kg, 8 reps, 4 sets. And only missing out on a couple of those, maybe doing 6 reps, or saying you're going to do 10 chin-ups and you only do 8, even though you could kind of do a little bit more, but you're like, I'm a bit sore, a bit tired, so I won't push myself. That's being honest with yourself, especially the way you live your life as well, the kind of work you're doing, the job, the lifestyle you're living. Are you honestly striving to be the best version of yourself? Are you honestly doing well and content with that? And so that's one thing. In terms of where it comes to friends and family, that was one thing I was always very scared of giving friends, very honest feedback. They asked me their opinion on someone they were dating. I used to hate that. I had a friend who had a girlfriend who I really didn't like, and she was bad news all across the board. And I never told him, I never said, and he spent another 18 months with her, and eventually they broke up. But part of me is like, I should have said to him in the nicest way, to say, look, I don't think she's right for you. This is how I feel. If you're happy, I'm happy for you, and I won't ever mention this again, but these are the reasons why. And imagine that close friendship where he can take that on board, make his own mind up, make his own decision, but not fall out with you for your honest feedback. A friend says, what do you think of this girl, or what do you think of this job I'm going to do, or what do you think of what I'm wearing tonight? And it's that ability to give them raw, honest feedback. But you don't have to be a dick about it, but just truthful feedback. And you would hope they would give the same to you. Like, I hope that if I'm dating a girl, one of my best friends can be like, look, man, she's not right for you. I think she's not right for you, but make your own decision. Or I'm about to buy a house, and my father's like, look, son, I don't think this is a good idea. Do what's right for you, but I don't think this is the right fit for you. I hope that I can get that honest feedback, be receptive to it, take it in, and actually use it. I don't always have to do what other people tell me, but close friends and family are, your network. That's your core. They are the people that can see your life, see from without your lens, and actually give you really good feedback. And then finally, when it comes to girls, this is a tough one as well, because girls will constantly push you and poke you and try and get little bits of information out of you, especially when they get to that 27, 28, 29, the danger zone where they're like, right, if I'm going to get married and have kids, it's going to be now. They're going to try and figure out what you do for work, how much money you make, if you want to get married, how many kids you want, are you seeing other people? And it is interesting how you respond to that. And I definitely think in the past I was guilty of telling girls what they wanted to hear rather than the honest truth. And I think a lot of that comes down to your fear, the girl not liking you or walking away or being upset. And ultimately, the truth is the truth. The truth has no feelings. It is just factual. And if girls get upset, they walk away, that's not on you. All you can do is speak your mind, speak what's inside you. And it's up to them how they deal, how they react with that information. And I'll give you a good example. I was dating a girl a couple of months ago, and she was talking to me about marriage quite a lot. And she was talking about how much she wanted to get married and everything. And this was pretty early on, dating a month or something. And I just kept my mouth shut, because I really don't agree with marriage. And if people want to get married, they're welcome to. But personally, for me, I don't think it's what I want. And she was pushing marriage, but not actually asking what I wanted. And eventually she was like, right, so you want to get married, right? And I was like, no, probably not. She said, you don't want to get married? I said, I'm never saying never, because that's you can never be 100% about anything. But I was like, I'm 99% sure I don't want to get married. And she was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I can be with a guy who doesn't want to get married. And I was like, well, that's sad to hear, but you've pushed me and asked for me my honest opinion. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want to get married, or at least I'm pretty sure I don't. So it's up to you how you react with that information. I'm comfortable with that. If that means you walking away, so be it. I still want to keep seeing you, but that is what it is. And what that meant was we ended up seeing each other for another couple of weeks, and then we decided to go our separate ways. And I think it was for the best for me, for the best for her. But if I hadn't said that, we could have gone months and months and months. She could have spent a year investing into me. I could have spent a year being like, this girl's awesome. But ultimately, further down the line, there was a key decision which I didn't want to do. And people are always saying, oh, good relationships compromise. It's like, compromise is like, well, I want a Chinese tonight, you want a fucking Mexican. And being like, okay, well, let's get, you want the Mexican, let's do that. Compromise is, small things. I think changing your fundamental values for someone else is not a compromise. That is a recipe for divorce, bitterness, resentment, unhappiness, and all the rest of these. So you have to be authentic to yourself, and that comes full circle back round to what I was saying at the start of being honest with yourself. If I'm honest with myself, I don't want to get married. The concept for me right now is not what I think of. It's never 100%, because you can never say never, but it's very, very unlikely I want to. The girl asked me a question, and I told her the truth. If she gets upset, cries, leaves, that's on her. So that is the topic for the video today, boys. It's being honest with yourself, your close network, and women in dating. Having these open, honest conversations are tough in the short term, but so much better in the long run. Alright, so thanks again for joining. I'll see you in the next video.